All right, guys, welcome back to the Zuma God Garage. And you already know we're going to be working on the Gensuki Riva 125 again today. So let's just hop right into it. Let's just go on a ride right now. We're going to take this thing on a ride. We're going to come back in. I got some packages that came in for the bike. So we'll be slapping on some new parts and addressing some small issues, but nothing crazy. Let's just hop right into it. Let's go. Alright guys, as you can see we have the dash in. Doesn't want to stay because I don't have that clip on the bottom, but dash is in, it is working. Go for it. This thing's loud, but it's not like obnoxiously loud. But it's pretty smooth unless you hit a bump, but that's to be expected. She's pulling. She wants more. This thing is surprisingly very smooth. Loud, but it's not like a obnoxious like loud. It's just like, I don't know, it sounds good. I like it. So other than that, the only real issues I see is this front thing is a little wobbly, but having disc brakes is a super bonus. And let's just go back to the shop. The only light I have right now is this headlight. There's no other lights. I don't have my signal lights. Sorry guys, I don't have my signal lights or my tail lights hooked up or anything. So let's go back and work on the bike, and also have a few more things that came in the mail. So let's go slap that stuff on. All right guys, so we're back in the garage, and I need to figure out how to make this headset more sturdy, because that thing just vibrates and that's all I hear. I hear that over the exhaust. It's kind of annoying. So we're gonna hop right in and fix that thing, and I got something for the front end, so we're gonna throw that in at the same time. Oh yeah guys, look at that. That thing's sturdy. No more of that vibrating noisy. Just gotta throw some screws into here and it should be all set. Alright guys, if you ever watch my channel, you know that I only rock one type of head bulb, and this bulb's right here, and this thing is nasty. I'll install it, but I'll actually show you it later. But okay. Big difference. There we go. But this one has like a little dish in it, so it's kind of like falling in there. So hopefully I can get this thing to work. Do I really have to do some custom stuff to a light bulb? Like, this is ridiculous. All right guys, nothing's ever easy. I have to do some custom stuff on these light bulbs to make this one fit, because this has like a, I don't even know what this is. It says H4, this is a H4 bulb, but it's like this, I don't know if it's like proprietary or something, but it only fits inside the lamp housing, so we'll make it work. All right, so I grinded the back half of the other light bulb off and siliconed it and glued it and taped it onto this one, so it should work. Let's just throw this thing in there now. There you go, like a glove. All right guys, so I probably should have did this mod first before I did all the tightening up of my front headlight and stuff. So I'm probably gonna have to take all that apart, but this one right here is something I've been wanting to do. I'm just gonna do it. You see it? Yeah, we're gonna make this into a little tech package. So I'll have a little screen on there, so I'm not gonna use my stock Speedo. I'm gonna like try to like just enclose it into this somehow and make it look nice, and then I'll be able to you know, have Google Maps and stuff like that. So I think I want to do this on this bike. You know, I never did it before on any of my bikes, so why not this one that I won't be wheeling and all the other stuff. So this is the perfect bike for it. So let's go into taking everything I just did off and trying to make this thing work. All right, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So to make this thing work, I'll be using one of these contraptions. You can usually get this like when you get like phone mounts or any type of accessories you wanna like bolt onto the bike. You can use these, so I'll be using this and clamping it onto the handlebars in here, and then sliding this where it needs to be, just like that. Alright guys, so you see it, the display is on, it looks sick, and it will do our speedo. While this headlight's off, I'm going to wire up my signal lights. So I have signal lights in the front, and then also I have this. If you don't know what this is a horn controller. It makes your horn cooler than it ever was. If you don't know how to wire this up, I made a whole video on this, I'll link it, but there it is right there. Alright, so the front end is finally on. This thing was giving me hell. This has been the roughest part of the build so far. Everything else was relatively easy compared to all this stuff. This was super frustrating and tedious, but it's all back on. Everything is wired up. The screen is on. That was what was giving me the most issue, is this screen. Trying to make it as straight as possible and stuff and blah blah. Anyway, it is like, I don't know, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 2:46 in the morning, so we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and get busy. Alright guys, we're back after a long, stressful night with this bike, so I'm just glad it's over with. The front end's on again. We're gonna do a couple more things in the front end. We got some grips, some generic ones. We're gonna cut the old ones off, put those on, because right now we have no grips on this side and this one is all sticky and nasty. So let's swap these out, and then we'll move into some more fun stuff. These are just some old school waffle grips. Oh, wrong side. There we go. Like a glove. Perfect. And then this one will cut off and slide on. I actually had to grind a little bit of this off yesterday. I'm kind of upset about it, to be honest. Just so I can sit a little bit more level. But anyway, back to the grip. This one's nasty. Just like that. Just like that. And just wipe some of this excess off. There we go. And eventually that will dry up and I won't have any issues. Let's keep all my waffles straight. There we go, new grips. So next on the list is this uni air filter. So this should fit. I measured it and fit right in there because we don't have any air filter. It's just open right now. So let's throw this in, and we got a sticker. You know, we like stickers. All right, so the uni filter is on. It looks sick, and the only thing I'm waiting for is my my oil spray. So there's like a little spray that goes over this. You soak this filter in with the spray and stuff. I don't have any at the moment, but I'm just glad that it fits, and I'll go into to oil in the filter later. But from here, we're gonna move right into the back section. Let's go. All right, so now we're on the back half of the scooter, and I want to do some taillights and try to keep it the Zuma theme. So originally I went out and I bought these taillights. These are, you know, like the Zuma 125 style lights. And I got them and I just don't like them at all. So I want to keep it almost as original as possible. So I'm thinking about replacing this reflector right here with this smaller LED light, and I think it'll look fine for now until I figure out what to actually put here for a permanent solution. And then while I have this apart, I'm going to be doing the signal lights as well. Alright, so I think I have everything that I have to installed in this video installed. So now we're going to just reassemble everything, and then I'll reveal everything to you at once. It's gonna be sick. Alright guys, here's the bike. And it's running right now. And you see we got the new headlight in. This headlight's cool. I put these in all my bikes. If you watch any of my videos, all my bikes pretty much have these. And it's a high beam on a white light and low beams on a yellow light. That's awesome. Got the tail light wired in. Got the signals. Same for the front. All the signal lights are working now. So that's cool. The CarPlay is in. See, we got Google Maps right here. But you can go back to the home. All your stuff right here, Waze. And then the good thing about these apps too is that I don't need the speedo because it'll tell me my speedometer right there, my speedo. So I know it looks a little cloudy. I still have the protective screen on it. But yeah, it tells me my miles per hour right there. So that's pretty cool. I'll make a block off plate to cover up all these gaps and stuff. And then lastly, we can turn this off. Lastly, we have the horn, which is tucked in here. I need to get some command strips so I can like tuck it away in the corner. But there's literally 12 different settings on this thing. I don't know if you can see that. There's 12 different options with that turn dial. And then when you press the horn, about you, but I find that hilarious. I love that thing. So I'm gonna go for a little rip and then tell you my final thoughts. All right, guys, you guys see it. So the GPS works flawless. I'm able to see my miles per hour and stuff like that, my maps. If I'm wearing my helmet or Bluetooth or anything like that, I can control it all from the screen, so that's great. Definitely a big upgrade. Glad the lights are working, so now I'm safe. I can actually drive this on the road legally. Yeah, man, the bike's riding pretty smooth. I'm loving it. Hope you guys love it. This thing is sick, it's slammed. Drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. I think the next video we're gonna start making this thing look a little prettier because this thing is hit. These Jordan stickers gotta go and my custom racing stripes gotta go with the duct tape. But you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.